That's why you see a lot of kids, they're trying to find the answers. बहुत late होता है इनका processing. Data processing बहुत delay होता है. Yeah. So let us understand how our brain functions. Okay. Like I said before, if you can master this, if you can understand this, your life will be a lot simpler. Okay. So for example, any information is coming to your brain, right? At a time, two brains don't function. I repeat, let's say this is left brain, this is right brain. At a time, both the brains cannot function. If left is on, right will be off. If right is on, left will be off. Okay. And in 1 minute, that is 60 seconds, 60 thoughts come to our mind. 60 thoughts generate in our mind. Correct? Now, so at one time, I mean at one go, one brain is on, other brain is off, and on the other hand, this brain is on, then this brain is off. Then on off, on off, on off, it happens within fraction of second. Correct? This much you have understood clearly? Okay. So on an example, so left side of the brain is your logical brain. Okay. This brain is the logic, analytics, mathematics, reasoning, processing, logical reasoning, critical thinking. This brain's function is that. This is his forte. On the other hand, right side of the brain, his forte is thinking emotionally, thinking creatively, innovation. All these things are there. So creativity does not have any limit. It is infinite, right? You can create anything, but you have got certain restriction towards logic. At certain level, you can apply logic. That's it. एक level तक ही आप logic apply कर सकते हो, right? But you can think creatively enormously. You can think creative thinking enormously. Correct? Now let's take the example. Now, ideally, if the division is 50-50, correct? So it has got two parts, left and right. Ideally, total is 100%. Ideally, it should be 50-50, right? But there's nothing called 50-50. Some people are left brain dominant, some people are right brain dominant. Okay, right? Now, for example, one person is left brain dominant. Okay, and on the other hand, option number 2, one person is right brain dominant. Listen to me very carefully. Okay, one person is left brain dominant, option number 1. Another person is right brain dominant, option number 2. Okay, same question is asked to both. That what is the difference between tendency and capacity? What do you think? Which brain will get activated? Or both?
Left brain?
Both the people. I mean, irrespective of somebody's logically, I mean, logical brain is dominant, and irrespective of somebody's right brain is dominant. Both you are saying?
The person who thinks right, I mean, the creative person will think creatively, and the logical person will start thinking logically.
No, I'll come later. I'm saying the information is going into which brain?
Logically, left.
For both.
Yeah, for both.
Okay. And do you have anybody has any other point of view? Different point of view? No? Okay. The answer is, chalo, fine, 1 minute. Who's your role model? And it's a big person. I mean, just like you cannot say your father, that you can spend your day with your father. That's not a big deal. But it's a bigger person. Let's say Ratan Tata or maybe anyone. Like my role model is MS Dhoni, Ratan Tata also, Bill Gates also, Elon Musk also. But they are not reachable to me. Likewise, unreachable person, anyone?
Can talk about like politician Modi or Sadhguru.
Sadhguru. Okay. So if I say that you'll be having 1 day with Sadhguru, how will you spend? Information, right? It is already ready-made.
Yes.
No, I'm saying answer is ready, but you have to create it. The plan is ready with you.
No, you have to think.
Yeah, you have to think.
You have to create the plan, right? You have to make your day plan.
Yeah.
You have to plan your day, right? So it's a creative question, but initially it was what's the difference between logic, tendency and capacity is logical question. Now this is a creative question. So what do you think? One person is right brain dominant, one person is left brain dominant. Which which brain it will go for both? How will you spend your day with Satguru?
Right brain?
For both, right brain.
Yeah.
Now there's a twist. Okay. If some persons is left brain dominant, irrespective of whatever information, it will land here first. I repeat, irrespective of which brain, anything and everything, if somebody is left brain dominant, it will land here first, left brain. Okay, this brain will capture the information quick. Okay, and somebody is right brain dominant, this brain will capture the information quickly. Irrespective of anything, this brain will capture if somebody is right brain dominant, if somebody is left brain dominant, this brain will capture the information. Correct? तो ये जो ब्रेन है इनका काम है लॉजिक लगाना. This brain's task is thinking logically, analytically, reasoning, mathematics. ये खाली ये इनका ये काम है. Whereas this brain will think emotionally, creatively, with innovation. कुछ भी हो जाए. Now please tell me, if you want to create something, it will take shorter time or longer time? ज़्यादा time लगेगा या कम time लगेगा?
Longer time.
More time.
More time, right? The process will be longer, isn't it? And 2 + 2 4, quick, right? So ये brain का जो working होता है, it is very fast, instant. Okay? मान लो एक कुछ creative question यहाँ पे आ गया. Example, how will you spend your day with Satguru? This brain will immediately start working that ये मेरा काम है कि इनका काम है. Instant he bifurcates that thing. Okay, if it is his job, he'll immediately process the data and he'll give the output by saying, by writing, by anything. और अगर गलती से इनका काम नहीं है, he'll directly pass on this information to this brain कि भाई तुम देख लो. On the contrary, second option, जिनका right brain dominant है, इनके पास ये कोई भी information land हुआ, for example, the very first information, tendency and capacity, he'll try and think emotionally or creatively. But let's say 2 + 2 4, unless it is hitting your unconscious mind, मतलब automatic हो गया, but don't talk about that. But a creative person को logical question पूछोगे, क्या होता है? Generally क्या होता है? What happens?
Might take some time to answer.
Yes, absolutely. So those persons are right brain dominant, that takes time to process, because for creating something you need some time. You have to give more time, right? तो भले ही लॉजिकल हो, भले ही क्रिएटिव हो, वो बंदा ऐसे प्रोसेस होता है, गोल घूमते रहता है. That's why you see lot of kids, they trying to find the answers. बहुत लेट होता है इनका प्रोसेसिंग, डेटा प्रोसेसिंग बहुत डिले होता है. Correct? So irrespective of this thing, that thing, anything, they'll start with. अभी आइडियली क्या करना चाहिए? इनको प्रोसेस करना समझना चाहिए कि भाई ये मेरा नहीं है, ये लॉजिक का है, तो इनको पास करो. बट ये पासिंग होता नहीं है प्रॉपर. This brain understand quickly कि भाई मेरा नहीं है, इनको फटाफट पास कर दो. जो बंदा लॉजिकल ब्रेन डोमिनेंट होता है, वो बंदे का इंस्टेंट रिप्लाई आता है. कैन यू, आई मीन यू हैव सीन दैट मेनी टाइम्स. इन टक 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 आंसर देता है. और जिनका राइट ब्रेन डोमिनेंट तो they get delay. There's a delay in response, decay in response. Have you observed that anywhere? बड़े हो छोटे हो सब कुछ suddenly क्लिक नहीं करता दिमाग में, because they are right brain dominant. Okay, but if they, ये बंदे को आप बोलोगे, what is the national animal? Tiger. What is the national bird? Peacock. What is the national color? Blue. One more thing. What is the national flower? Lotus. Fine. So you cook a story with tiger, peacock, lotus, and national color blue. उनका तुरंत चालू हो जाएगा. But this person, अरे यार क्या क्वेश्चन है? Oh my, थोड़ी होता है ऐसे. He'll start saying like that. Correct. So this is your tendency and this is your this left brain and this is your right brain. Till now it's clear absolutely correct. Here अगर यहाँ पे land हो गया, this data will take some time to process unless it is hitting your unconscious mind. For example, बचपन से करते आ रहे 2 + 2 4, वो तो automatically निकलेगा even though it is landing here. If you have to create, the answer is not ready, okay, then it's a big problem. If you have to work with conscious mind, it will give you problem. मतलब फटाफट नहीं आएगा. So जितने भी बच्चे हैं राइट ब्रेन डोमिनेंट वाले, उनसे आप बोलोगे भाई मैथमेटिक्स में तुमको 100/100 मारना है,